Hey Isaac, we're making a gorilla Treant for Treant for Dota 2. Just starting from scratch right now on the Treant blockout. So right now I'm just grabbing part of the face, part of the stomach, some part of the shoulder there, just to get a start on where I want the polygons to start. Not actually really gonna use these. Give us a little bit of a head start. Pick things up a little bit. Yeah, no problem, man. Alright, so right now we're trying to figure out the spacing for this Treant, so that it takes up about the same space in radius. Whoops. You know, from the game view, so that our collision boxes are not any bigger than any other Treant that's in the game right now. So as we start to block this guy in, we gotta figure out his size and how much of space he's gonna actually take over. So look at here. We're gonna make a quick little grid. Let's take a look. For top view. And just for eyeballing sake, we'll see how much space this Treant takes. So his legs seem to be dragging a little bit more. We're gonna use a default Treant as a starting point. And that's probably as far as we should probably go. Well, we'll go ahead and bring this guy over. And we'll try and stay within those boundaries. Right, for his arm, we're just gonna borrow, I guess. Let's see. I think we have a better starting point if we borrow from an arm that we already have on a Spirit Breaker model. Oh, let me just open that up real quick. actually not any better. Never mind. He's got a sneak peek there, another set. Alright. Back to this thing. And just so we start mirroring our stuff and start seeing the actual volume and the silhouette for the model, I'm gonna go ahead and go to our selection here for our scene route, and I'm gonna go and grab this model. We're gonna create a new model out of this. Pretty much just grouping. Call it Gorilla Treant. And I'm gonna instance it. Big model, okay, and then we're gonna give it a -1. There we go. Now our mirror started. Will the new Treant have its hands on the ground? Yeah, absolutely. I'm just getting started right now. I'm just grabbing the geo for that was already there from the from Treant, just to give me a head start. But I'll remodel and reshape and redo the whole arm pretty much. I'll just speed things up at the very beginning. Oh, we also have a nice reference images I started grabbing from Gorillas to try and get a little bit better of a look. It's Gorilla, but whoops. Oh. So what I really liked is the flatness of that's opposed to what we have in this concept over here. And this would actually allow us to see the face of the gorilla in game view way better than what we have going on here on the 2D concept. So I'm gonna get closer to something like this for the head, especially the way he's holding his head up. And just really quickly, I'm gonna grab some of these polygons and start duplicating them, trying to get that same shape. This is just a block out anyways. A little prep work there. The concept was drawn by Danidem, and the idea for it to be a gorilla silverback was my idea, and I kind of helped him art direct it a little bit as he was concepting it, and then he moved forward with it and finished the concept. Did a really cool job in this drawing. So using that as a start, I'm gonna model and fix up whatever I think needs touch-ups for the final project. There we have a decent start for the head. Might be a little small, probably want to go bigger than that, but it's a good start. Just looking at the top view right now, I know we have really pronounced eyebrows, which make a really cool design, but we gotta be careful that we don't hide the eyes underneath them. Just enough so we still get a hard edge across them, and they'll give us a good little spot to start off. How's the microphone volume, guys? Is that alright? I've made the Pudge Bloodstained Bridges, and I made the Pudge Tools of the Meta Harvester. Now, just looking at gorillas, their shoulders when they're standing up, shoulders are quite close to their chin, and we're even pushing them even harder on our concept. So they're almost by their cheekbone instead of their jawline. But let's take a look here. Yeah, this is a little closer. Stronger pose, more weight. Just relaxing. This guy's pissed. This guy's gonna go take a dump. Well, that or he got kicked out of the Duck Duck Goose contest. This guy, I don't know what this guy's doing. This is after he walked away from the contest. Let's move those shoulders up. Is the attack animation going to be similar to Tiny's? I'm not sure. I'm going to be working with Dota2 to do the animations for this gorilla treant. We'll try and make something unique. We definitely won't want to have anything that looks like Tiny or anything, but it'll be cool. Not to worry, like, Dota2's an amazing animator. Very confident in his abilities. Alright, so one thing I do want to do for this character is really emphasize the size of his arms. So they're gonna be big. A headbutt attack? I don't know about that. We can have multiple hit animations though, so yeah, maybe. Something to bring up with TV Dota when we get there. Sure. Headbutt would be funny, man. Alright, I think we're gonna use some of these polygons down here that we borrowed from Nature's Prophet. And scale them up quite a bit. Because this area down here you won't see, you know, very often at all. So we wouldn't want to waste too many polygons down here. If we ever need more, then we can add more, but let's start really, really low on these polys. And we're gonna center these polys here that kind of flew off a little bit on our transforms. There we go. Bring the chest down to about bicep area there. We're also gonna fill these guys up. Whoops. Battled too many times there. There we go. See if I see something else in case this gets corrupted for whatever reason. Cool. Our stomach a little crazy here. Set up the shape of it. And we just need to rotate. This is Optimage. Alright, I think I'm gonna merge the shoulder piece with this arm round. We're getting into a good area here. Oh, also, I wanted to show you guys this. I've been working on some new overlays. For the stream, so check this out. Let me know what you guys think. Oh. I don't know, I thought maybe it'd be interesting for people to see the keyboard action. You guys let me know if you want that on, or I can take it off. Oh, good. Now we're just going ahead and post this announcement one more time for people that might just be joining their Steam. Oh, there's a Steam group on the Steam page. If you guys are not aware of it, you can join that up. Let's see. Oh, cool. So the chat is still showing. Great. Have a line of. There we go. I had to hide that little line that was showing up on the chat, but that'll iron out. Awesome. Okay, move our gorilla out of the way, and let's merge these two guys over. And with our tolerance here, we're gonna merge. See this little line over here? I can make up here. This is, like, these are verts that are merging and welding. If they're close enough, they'll do that for me. Okay, so we merge those guys, and we copy that's underneath. Just one piece. Cool. Then we move that piece back into our group so that it duplicates on the left side. Cool. Alright, this Treant keeps getting in the way, so I'm just gonna move it way over here. There we go. This guy just, I love it, move it. There we go. Alright, so I think our head is a little too small. We really want that head to show up in game, so we're gonna increase the overall size of it. And we'll do it from the center, I think. Or about, I usually when I scale the heads, I try to put the increased centerpiece from about where the neck would attach to the head. Like that bone right there. Because that's where you would rotate anyways. So let's, whoops, of course. Again. So the this top piece instead of the body as well, because it's part of the mesh right now, unfortunately. And let's see if we're in game. Let's see how much we needed to show. We want that jaw to be about as big as the shoulder piece. And right now the shoulders are about a good size, it's just our forearms are way too big, so we'll fix that up. That's like a okay size. We'll start getting that triangulation that we want for the silhouette. Hello Ernomus, this is a Treant, a Nature's Prophet, absolutely. Grumbling, this is Softimage, formerly known as XSI. Do I do the textures as well? Yes, I will be doing the textures, but first I'll be doing the high polygon model for it in ZBrush. So we want this guy to look really frowny, so we gotta bring all these birds down more. Then just be careful that the line actually pulls smoother on the transition. I have a lot of polygons over here, unfortunately. Maybe we'll have to add some in a bit. Another thing we have going on is we have really high cheekbones to this guy. And it looks like we need more polygons on his forehead here as well. Merge those, don't need that many. Oh. We're gonna have to bring this guy and kind of like make a little swivel so it goes around his face now. We'll just, whoops, make a proportional moving there. And we'll start just doing, what I like to do with my low poly stuff to build the silhouette is just grab a line of verts and pretty much just sketch that out by hand. And then you can build around it. So you have to keep making verts and verts and verts and verts and polys and keep moving them around. Do the silhouette first with a couple of rows of polygons and then you're all set. Okay. Right, let's work on those cheeks I'm talking about. It's a new keyboard. I'm still getting used to the placement of the keys as compared to my older one, so I keep hitting the wrong keys. I used to be way faster. I'll get it back though. Thanks, Sexy Mom. Check out this custom key I got too. I don't know if you guys can see it there. A nice little custom Dota key that launches my Dota2. Pretty neat. Lion Whale, this is a new Treant for Nature's Prophet. So remember what I was saying about building up the silhouette just with rows of polys? That's what we're doing right here. Instead of doing trying building out from one area, make a quick little sketch of where you think one line would go, and then you can fill it in way faster than having to do it, you know, all in one shot. Much smarter way to work around it, guys. Thank you, Lord of the TV. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. Getting in the way right now, slowing me down, so back to that, but fix this side shot. Not quite the right shape. Since we borrowed the polys from Nature's Prophet to start, I think we can do a better job so it fits our design better. Be a flatter mouth because it's so big in the front. Gives a better shape out. Yeah, see that way better. Getting that flatness that we have in this really cool concept. you guys are new to the stream, make sure you follow us so you can see all the new Dota 2 sets that we work on. And also check out lightworkshop.com. We have all our past streams on there. You can check out all the other items we've made, including Pudge and the Tools of the Mad Harvester on there. And if you are new, welcome. Hope you're either learning something for 3D or just being entertained by watching how we create digital art for video games. Alright, we're getting a pretty good line here, so now let's try and figure out where this jawbone would go. We want this mouth to actually open more than what we had before. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete these polygons here that are just getting in the way right now. And I'm gonna open that up, and then we can close the mouth after that, but those were just borrowed polys anyways for our head start. I'm gonna go ahead and let me see a way to draw this. Yeah, those are two good polygons, right? We'll go ahead and try a better line flow. I keep switching back from side view to our 3D view to make sure that I have, like, you see all my edge flows? Make sure that they're all flowing together really nicely. If you do that, your model's gonna end up looking really nice, and your deformations are gonna be really nice once you rig them to the skeleton. So keeping your edge flows clean and flowing nicely, that's the way to create the best volumes. I still think we need a bigger mouth. And we actually want to duck this guy in a little bit more than it is. So we create that overbite that our gorilla is going to have. Okay, now I really like this cheekbone that we have going on over here. So I want to try and sculpt that in right now. Fix where our polygons are landing right now. Get that. Actually, what it looks like we need to do is add another edge there. Bam, cut it up. And with that in place, we're gonna use this one and just shove it in there. And that's gonna create our deepness. Move this into there. We start getting a bit of a cut. And this is actually how you make indented cheekbones too for humans. Start adding that little cut in there. Just not as pronounced as this, of course. There it is. There. Lord of the TV, stop watching 30 Rock. That's awesome, man. Appreciate the views, fellas. You have so many friends that appreciate watching this, or they're 3D artists or 2D artists? Give them a nudge. Come on by, learn a little bit something. Or just come check out the new Treant that we're gonna get into the game, hopefully. Okay, let's see. This brow is a little weird. And we want to indent it as well. The indent will have it flowing upwards a little bit. A little bit of sad, angry eyes. And then the smooth out towards the end there. See, it's all about edge flow, guys. Bam sauce, this is for natures. He's right here chilling in the back, watching our progress. How did I learn all this? I've been in the game industry actually for about 15 years. So I've learned this throughout those 15 years in different studios I've worked at. These are, hey Zach, yeah, these are Treants for Nature's Prophet for Dota2. Alright, our mouth is starting to look pretty good. I think I can probably get away with using this extra edge flow, so I'm gonna just bridge it right there. Just like that. I think we can get away with it. And then see, I always keep rotating to this view up here because this is going to be the game view. I'm actually going to tag it up here in Softimage. So anytime I'm working on something, I can tag up here with middle mouse click, and it gives me that view right away. And then I can go click the other one that I tagged, and I go back to my view. Something really neat that Softimage has. Little tag points. And every now and then from just modifying the mesh, some of your verts jump out of alignment, so you just zero those guys out. And get him perfectly down on the 0. At the roaster, that depends really on your level of skill and how much work you're getting, your expertise, and how much you charge for contract work. So there's different factors. I just thought it was time for me to try this on my own thing. Alright, let's, where are we? Let's close off this. But once you start filling up your space with those tracing edges and polygons that I taught you guys earlier, a little bit earlier, when you duplicate an edge and bring it out, you know, look somewhere in the middle. Try and find a good spot where you can actually try and picture where those other polygons are going to go, and where you can close them better to create a smooth edge flow. And once you do that, then it's just becoming really easy to close the rest of these guys off. Every now and then you might need a triangle, and that's okay. I think I want to give him a little bit of a bigger cranium on the back. Just a little bit. I'm gonna freeze my history, just in case if your history goes on too long, it starts grabbing a lot of memory. And there's possibility of crashing if you start working too fast with a large history. So I try and freeze my model every now and then, because I work pretty fast and I do a lot of operations quickly, as you can see on the keyboard. Okay, bridge this, bridge that. Clean a little bit of this up. And a little bit of better middle ground for a lot of these polygons. Because when you first draw them, you know, by eye, they might not be in the best spot once they're connected to everything else. Right, always fix stuff. That's a beautiful thing about digital art. Stuff can always be fixed. I think we actually need to split this going up. Whoops. Make that into there. Have I tried making concept design for Tiny? No, I haven't yet. I don't think Tiny has been actually released to make items for him yet. All he has right now is a different skin, which is just a texture, not actual items for him. So it'll be some time before people can actually work on Tiny. I haven't tried making the head pointy yet. What I wanted to do is make it, you know, much more like a gorilla first, and then play around with making it, you know, like all these like wood cuts are gonna be done in the zebra section. But first, I wanted to try and have the block out be more like the gorilla shape, and then after that is done, then add, you know, try and see if we can get a little more fantasy with having the leaf on there, or even more grass, or see what works best in 3D. Because this current view right here is not gonna work for in-game view. This design here, sorry. I think the little leaf would get in the way, and the pointy part wouldn't work so well. So I tilted the head, and then we're gonna try and see if we can fit this part of this concept into the more gorilla-looking and flatter forehead first. So yeah, decided to take that approach. I think it'll work better for in-game. We can probably even maybe tilt this a tiny bit more. And we'll grab our centerpiece somewhere and rotate from our neck and skull connection, or where we think it would be. There we go. Lord of the TV, Ricky has a little sign on one of the Treants. This is Ricky was here? On the default Treant? I have that guy around here somewhere. Really low poly, or really small texture. Are you talking about one of the new Treants? Oh, on Treant Protector. No, I never saw that, man. That's pretty cool, though. Alright, let's shrink the biceps on this guy because they're way too large. Could have merged these at one time, but I don't know. Oh. Thanks, Morton. Where's the shaker ape? He's gonna have some grass on his back and kind of mimic a silverback with that. You know, having the silver part be kind of, you know, the leaves and the nice grain against the wood. Treant. Gonna look pretty epic. Yeah, I still need to play around definitely with the size of that, but I think I need to scale up the whole arm section as a whole. Because right now we're looking at the different reference images, and this one is a really close one to what we had for the concept. His action pose, you know, it's more like the shoulders are high up by his forehead almost, which is what we actually have in the concept. So yeah, right now I have more of a relaxed feel to him, so I definitely need to bring them up. but I need to scale up the arms as a whole to do that. And we'll do that from about where the knuckle will be meeting the ground. I guess should be more like... yeah, about there actually, because once it's straightened out, it'll touch the ground. For our animator, Dota2. Whoops. What happened down here? Not sure when this happened, but fix it real quick. Yeah, the animations will be done by Dota2. He's done tons of other stuff for couriers and things like that, and Game Frames at the International, so we'll be working together on some other project. Because our shoulder's so high up, we gotta figure out how we attach it now. I'm probably gonna have like sheets of alpha masks for all the leaves, And that's how we're gonna have all the leaves kind of be sticking out of his back and on his forearms as well. It's just gonna be quite a bit of testing to make sure we get that right. Let's see where we're at in terms of spacing. We can actually make this guy taller, but it's gonna make it difficult for us to fill in the bottom of him. Valve decides what items are mythical, legendary, common, and uncommon, and all that stuff. It's up to Valve, definitely. And that's a good thing, because otherwise there'd be like 5,000 mythical items out there. I don't know who made the Dragon Claw hook. Nope. But it's popular. Our poly count. 1,500 Polygon. A lot of that is in the hands. I think our limit is 1,200 in game. Okay, so we're definitely making this way too high poly. Let's clean it up a little bit. We're taking a closer look at that as we're building a lot of this. Too much. Much as I would love to keep a lot of these lines in here, I just don't have the resolution for it, or Polygon. A lot of stuff needs to be sacrificed, unfortunately. The concept was made by Danny Them, and I was art directing part of the concept, and it was my idea to do the gorilla. And he went off with that, and with some pointers that I gave him during the International 3s where we started it. And he went on and finished this concept. He actually had a couple of versions of it. Let me show you guys. Let's see here. He had like a green one that he started off and we kept working off, and then he changed it for his final version to this yellowy top with this more orange leaf at the top. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna test those colors out as whenever we get to the textures. But I like more of the green. You know, I'll add some gradients on there, but we'll test out the yellow and the green and see what works best. But yeah, I'm just testing out different blockouts to see what actually works better for in-game views, because some of these sections work really nice in 2D, but they're not going to work very well on 3D, so there's some design things that I need to change so that we get the best possible gorilla. We're definitely in territory with way too many polygons. So let's clean up these. These are gonna be a pain in the butt. Should probably be better if I just clean cut it off. Make a fist out of them. And then delete faces and then merge them together so it's always a closed fist. I don't work with CAD programs, no. I use Softimage, ZBrush, Photoshop, XNormal, Maya. A better color out of this. And just for the hell of it, I wish I treat it. Just borrow some of these just for the hell of it. Oh, those are way too low texture. I also had an idea that he would always be chewing this little leaf that's sticking out of his mouth during the idle animations. You know, like gorillas are always chewing on some stuff, so I thought that'd be kind of interesting. We're gonna make sure that the polygons are facing the other way, since the game view you'll always be seeing it from the top pretty much. The animation will be made by my friend Dota2. He's done a lot of careers and career animations. So he will be doing that once I finish with the Treant. Right. Give me 1 minute, guys. I need to go get a drink. I will be back in about 2 to 3 minutes. Hang tight. Don't go away. And actually, guys, while I'm away, once you guys go on and drop by the our website over at Caps. All right, well, Caps is fine, I guess, for me. Check out liveworkshop.com, and we have tons of other content there, other videos of live past broadcasts where you can see our Phantom Lancer set, Skeleton King set, and even the Tools of the Mad Harvester for Pudge that we created that got into the game. So check that out, and I'll be back in 2 to 3 minutes. All right, right back, guys. Alright, alright. We are back. Right back up. Oh. Okay, where were we? The rarity of the item is decided by Valve software. Otherwise, I think everybody would pick their stuff to be legendary, and it would just be thousands of legendary items out there, man. Yeah. Alright, we're still super high on Polygon count for this guy, so we gotta start cutting some stuff down. Stop being so... perfectionist. No. Way too many. I'm lagging a lot. That'd be Twitch. I'm not sure why I'd be lagging. It shows that I am shooting straight. I'm capturing 50 frames a second without any issues on my side. So it's, if anything, it's on Twitch side or on your side. And currently, I can give you guys the option to stream this at a lower setting than the HD 1080p that I'm doing. But as soon as I become partner with Twitch, I'll be able to give you guys that option and stream it at a lower resolution, which will get rid of any lag, if any, that you're experiencing. Because my connection is actually showing that I'm streaming with excellent quality. So hopefully I'll be able to get a partnership pretty soon. I just need to stream more often. Alright, let's save this. Put that up there. Okay, so let's try and do the more fantasy kind of head, now that we have the good shape of the gorilla that we wanted. But I think now maybe we can try and make it a little pointy. Well, that's gonna break our symmetry, so maybe we'll hold off that a little bit longer. Anything, maybe we can just kind of move this guy into more of a pointy. Good for us. For now, at least. Our Polygon count is way too high is the answer to that. Let me show you. Let me just duplicate this because it doesn't take into account. If I grab both of this, it won't take the triangles into account because it's an instance, you know, because it's copying everything we do from the right side to the left. So then I just duplicate it, grab both, and it'll give us our Polygon, which is at 988 triangles right now. And we need to be at 1200 in game and 2400 for the avatar section if we choose to do a higher Polygon version for the avatar. So 9800 doesn't give us a lot of space to finish, you know, like the other half of this guy. So we gotta keep cutting some of the polygons out for this guy right now. And I will be able to do it. Not worried. Probably lose a lot of these polygons down here because we will rarely see, you know, down there. If anything, we can bring them actually over to the front a little bit more. So it's not as cut up. A little bit of finesse there to still make it look a little bit rounder than it actually is. Maybe make that belly a little bit fatter. I need to freeze the history on this, getting quite heavy. You can feel it when you're sculpting. Okay. Probably merge those guys too. Closing this guy off. This is Optimage. Yes, thank you, Impulsation. And thank you, Lava Cool, for the explanation as to what polygons are. How many programs do I have open, and what do I need 64 gigs of RAM for? I have Photoshop. Well, I mean, I don't have all my programs open, but when I'm running programs like ZBrush and I'm running, you know, like 100, like, you know, hundreds of thousands of polygons, millions of polygons actually. All that memory comes in really handy, especially when I have Photoshop files open for rendering, or if I'm making a beauty illustration. A lot of those files are about 500 gigs of, or sorry, 500 megs of space, or some of them are even up to as big as. I've had files that are 2 gigs large when I'm making like huge poster illustrations. So all that memory comes in really handy when I'm working on multiple programs and with assets per program that are fairly large. Obviously the stuff I'm doing right now doesn't require all that memory, but I still have it for my heavier end stuff. I use Softimage for modeling because it's a way better modeling program, and then I use Maya to rig to the files that Valve has on the guidelines, so that the skeleton's already there. So then I just use Maya to attach it there and export to FBX, and then I'm able to compile inside Dota for to get the items in game. See if we can fix some of this edge flow a little bit more. Not quite happy with the weights. The edge loops are turning out. They win the better. Hello Toronto Jace, welcome to the We are the Lab Workshop, making some items for Dota2 tonight. We're making a Treant for Nature's Prophet. This is going to be a silverback Treant. Toronto Jace, yes, we did the last item or set that got in was the Tools of the Meta Harvester for Pudge. You can go check that out over at liveworkshop.com. There's videos of the creation for that set there. Along with 2 other sets that I haven't quite finished, but you can start seeing the process of them there. Brain samples, I know exactly what you mean, man. We need more people using Softimage. It's a very, very powerful program. And way better than Maya for modeling. What's our polygon? 1200, so we need 600 polygons per side, pretty much. So this is still way too high poly. I need to be way more aggressive at poly reducing this stuff. Let's just bite the bullet and just start doing it. don't think we need all these polys down here, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna have to lose them. Poly count's more important. Let's put the polygons where they'll make the best use for the mesh. Not the belly.